Back to the oh shit. Okay. So welcome back to the second part. I'm gonna do is post it on TikTok as well. Going to live stream this. Hmm. Let's take some pictures. Add it to this. And there. Stanley Parable. Um. Oh, we need to. Add a sound. Give me a second. I'm just trying to set this up. Sorry it's so inactive. I'm trying to. How do you do a live on here? Wait a second. Why did it not edit? Why can't I go live? Okay. Let's see. Start it off. Okay, so about to start it. We add the sound. No, we want something good. Okay. Let's see. Stanley Parable. Uh, what is good to write? Gaming, gamer. There's nothing really to it. I am trying to put a live stream on TikTok, and it's not showing how to do it. I can send it, but it won't tell me how to do. Oh, okay, it was live. No, I want to go live. I don't give a shit about that. I want to go live. Go live. Promote, join. Oh, I have to have 1,000 followers. Okay, I need more people to go on TikTok. Basically, I know it's been 5 minutes. Sorry about the wait. It's been 5 minutes without any interaction. I was trying to set something up, but apparently I need 1,000 followers. So, the more followers I can get on TikTok, the easier it is for me to do streams and other shit and use content creating shit. So, I can't seem to go live. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go game. Game on. I'm online now. Just so you guys know. Okay. Let's continue from where we left off. Let's see what happened next. Oh. I have no idea what's gonna happen. What the hell's going on?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Was I now? So what happened? Everything got destroyed from the last episode, part 1. But there's one issue with this. I'm hoping this doesn't last longer than an hour or it has to. I know the mic is kind of weird positioned right now, but my mouth. Okay, so let's do this. So, as I was thinking...
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's do the left door now. Let's go through here.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find... Coming to a staircase,
Nope,
Stanley and the bucket
downstairs.
walked upstairs to the boss's office. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
Yes.
no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
A
You
job
can't
well
buy
done
that
for
sort of happiness,
collecting
Stanley. God knows I've
rubbish.
tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
That's a downfall. So what's the fucking point of collecting them? It should have been a cheap...
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had
there's
vanished.
the infinite.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Bucky!
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What?
It was incredibly painful.
What?
Stanley doubled over in agony
entered me?
and blacked out.
Please say it didn't enter me anally. Oh! The bucket entered me anally.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
That's a new one. So Aiden's only...
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on every... Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
I do not like this ending. They killed off me and Bucky.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer... The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Mr. Bucky. Okay, we need to input 3 more times. So we just have to keep doing inputs every time we go through the round. See what happens, but now let's keep walking.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We went downstairs. We know what happened.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
You're speaking.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No, I didn't. See? I didn't do what the bucket asked. That was you. I'm doing exactly what I'm doing.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
I don't want to follow your orders. Let me out of here. Why is this narrator seriously trying to kill me every single time? All he wants to do is kill me. Go through. Okay, back to this. Oh my god, why is this happening to me?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Oh my.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Is that a bucket? No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What, really? Oh, I was correct? I was trying to get it wrong. Okay.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
That's still a bucket. If it's 3D printed, it's still a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
So I got them all. Oh my god.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I screwed it up just on purpose. I wanted to see what you would say, bitch.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
What? I was trying to get it wrong and get. My god, this guy is really fucking me up now.
Item 6.
No.
Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
How is that a trick question? I don't
Item...
understand it.
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here, and I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something.
Yes,
Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Yes.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes. Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What
Good.
is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence.
Good.
And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No. No, 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 no,
Okay,
no.
here we go.
No. Keep the bucket. Keep the bucket. Mr. Bucky. He's going to kill
What
Mr.
happened?
Bucky.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket? Oh my God, I had no idea. How could...
Idiot.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Why would you
So,
do this to me?
tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Yay! We're back at the beginning. Okay, we're back at the beginning again.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand.
Of course.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Meeting today. Wait. Figurine Finders Committee. In the meeting. Thank you, Mr.
Warmth
Bucky.
spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Of course I'm whole. This bucket is my life. Mr. Bucky. I love you, Mr. Bucky.
Stanley
We're
clutched the
going
bucket
straight
tightly to his
the
chest
bucket.
and entered the door on his left.
We're gonna try something different. What? We are the maybe we are the collectibles. No. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. Okay, so I have to find them all. Let's try and find them. Toilet. Okay, it's a toilet. Ideas. Weird spinning figures. What do they do? Our data, stock options, money. What do they do? Ideas. Spread out. Someone in the cargo room. Employee 421. Building a bridge. Okay, 421. 421. Magnets. Where else? Do we need contracts for them? Can we sell them? Obviously, more money if sold together. How many are there? 6. Dreams. Training. Okay, so I need to collect them all and see what happens. So let's go on a hunting spree. Time to hunt them. Oh, I did 2. So stairs. Something to do with stairs. Inside of a sequel exhibition. A large room. Lots of boxes. Is this some kind of game? Yeah, there must be a point. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna look at it for a few seconds. This way I keep a mental image. I'll take a picture actually. Yes. I'm gonna snap a picture of this. Because this will come in handy. Okay, this will come in handy. So, while I'm looking at my phone, somewhere both red and blue. Okay, I know what that is. Near a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. A toilet. Lots of boxes. There will be a reward for finding them all. You said there wouldn't be a reward.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No.
I can really feel it. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
So I've done that one. Not going back upstairs. Let's go back upstairs. No. Let's try this. Mr. Bucky's coming with me today. Yes, here it is, the bathroom. Found you.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Yes!
This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines?
Stanley.
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
That's 3 down. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Is that a new slogan for some crisps? So let's do this again. Yeah. Yes, another input. That's 3. We need 2 more inputs, and I don't know what the fuck it does. Wait a second. Wait a second. I've never done this before. Let's check this out. Business strategy. I'll pull it down. We don't know where we'll go. We'll take it. We'll just press both to see what happens. Instead of going to the boss's office, we'll take it in elephant. This is a new one. So, we've done the toilet. Number 6. So large room, lots of boxes. The red and blue place. So that's... You have to basically just keep going one way. What? You know what? Let's just pick one thing. Let's go up. Let's go up. No, I want to go down. Let's go down. That's all, folks. Is this all there is to it? Is this an elevator simulator? In elevator simulator. Simulate the fact that we're in an elevator. It's fun for the whole family. Bring your wife, children. Wife and children. I swear to God. Fun for the whole family. Ages 0 to 6. What am I fucking Oh, how many? Yay! I can only do that input once every time.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk, nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I like how it locks the doors behind.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
2 left, a large room and some with both red. Easy. Let's go. Now Mr. Bucket's gonna help me with the last part. The part that everyone doesn't like.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Mr. Bucket?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Trying them different.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Really? Ooh, ominous death. Should I do it? Should I jump to my doom? Yes, I shall, because I don't trust this episode. Bye-bye. I died. Was I reborn, or was I, Why is it taking forever to load now? What the fuck?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
No, 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 no.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
What? What? You have a new narrator?
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to
Mr.
behold.
Bucky. Oh, funeral time. I need the violin and everything. Welcome you to the grand exhibition. You are standing at the principle of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within. Really? Bloody bloody blah. A canvas void, but through use of exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you have what it? Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in the exhibit? Fuck off, I don't give a shit. I want my bucket back, bitch. Stealing my bucket.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
A photo of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on a camera. The photographer experienced catonic shock for several weeks as a result of euphoria from exposure to as many buckets at once. It's not 25. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Fuck that, I am not counting all those buckets. There's not 25. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. You took Mr. Bucky. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's an upstairs. Is there a secret? A bucket with 2 handles. Why would you want 2 handles on a bucket? The Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket. Medieval era was so powerful. Okay, okay, what else is there? Whoa, what? That it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died in spite of it all. The simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. Okay, so the bucket has its own life. A stress bucket. A stress bucket. Okay, let I do this. I want to go upstairs. Cave drawings. So the cave people worship the bucket. Someone pooped in the bucket and they used it to scoop up poop. Which time the bucket's already likely been around for several millennium. Notice, oh my god, dyslexia's a bitch! Then you die. Having judged humanity worth its treasures, have it. Can I please go for it? Isn't this my Mr. Bucky? I want Mr. Bucky back.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Well, I want to know is if I can clip through these fucking things and see what's around these corners. I wish there was a cheat for this. Okay, so let's do this. Hi. I didn't fall. I'm surprised.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision for...
I let him die. Is something gonna happen? Oh, good. I thought the game literally dies there. I mean, you...
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
One more input and we see what happens. Oh yeah, 431. 431, 431. Here's the death of 431. We need to find 431. 431. Pick up.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
431.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
431, 431. I'm looking.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah, good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I need to go there. How the fuck did I get there?
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
A place full of...
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the...
Well, I want to know...
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Oh my god, you and the bucket. Seriously, shut up with the bucket. Mr. Bucky, fucking idiot. Where's Mr. Bucky? Why did you take him away from me? I want my bucket back. Where's my bucket? I want my bucket back. There you are. Hi, Mr. Bucky. Take you to work. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
No, it's not. I know it's not because Mr. Bucky tells me what to do. Kill. Kill, Stanley, kill. Yes, I want to kill. The fuck? Bucky! What?
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
Bucky?
To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Forever. Can we just leave?
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk.
Yes,
All
it
it
can.
would ever truly do for you
Bucket.
is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
But
That's
it's so
it.
pretty.
It doesn't do anything
Metal,
else.
And it's got a handle. The fuck?
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This
Good.
stupid hunk of metal.
At least he doesn't shut up. He doesn't talk like you, bitch. Fuck.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me
My bucket
anymore.
back.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold,
Yes.
empty bucket, this
Yes.
sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Of course, I told you. That's why I love these buckets. Let's go home now.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
Jazz music.
It's just a little more, what am I trying to
The
say?
settings. Wish I
Sturdier,
could go with a
more
fucking
capable of transporting liquid.
escape with the
Like it would be
bucket.
better at moving an amount of water from one room to another. Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Get me out. Get me out. Okay, let's go home.
Oh no.
Why is there a ritual?
I'm having feelings for the bucket. No, 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 no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes,
Anything with
the
a big
bucket
hole
could
in
tell
it,
me
I
what
like
to
it.
do in this troublesome situation.
Beautiful home. Hello, Bucky. I'm home. Stanley's home. What time is it? Okay, let's do this. Now I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck. Oh my god, I went to this part and I'm stuck. Oh my god! The fuck? Get up, move, do something. Get out of this. No, no, no. I broke the game. I broke the game. I broke the fucking game. I broke the game. Broke the game. Get up, grab something, do something. Do something. Get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out. No! No! I wanna know what happens. I can't, dude. This can't happen. This can't be the way I die. This can't be the way I die. If I begin again, I don't know if I'll reset every.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Oh my god! Oh my god, it knew that I broke the game and it fixed it for itself. Thank you. What? Go back to work? Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate the narrator. I really do. I did it! I don't know what happens now, but I put the input. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. What? The input I put in, I'm in heaven? How is buttons heaven? Let's press all the buttons. Let's see what happens. Nothing's happening. I'm stuck in an infinite loop now. So basically, by pressing the monitors, I'm stuck in heaven. How is this heaven? This is more like hell. I'm in torture. I just want to know if anything happens. What's this ominous music? There's so many buttons, so many colors. I'm just gonna do this. Press the button. See what happens. Press. Okay, I'm becoming obsessed with buttons now. You know what? Let's use quickly. Press them all. Press them all. Buttons. I love buttons. Big round things that look like boobies. I don't know why the fuck I did that. Come on. Do something. Do something. Do something. Is this it? Is this my existence now? Is there an actual button that... Is there one special button that I need to press? I need to know what happens if I press it. I'm trying to press them all at one go and it's not working. They all start turning back on though. See? Is this it? Oh, for fuck's sake. So every time I press U, I go to E. You bitch.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Should I pick up the bucket again and see what happens next? Let's pick up
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I need to know how to get down there.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
No, what I want to do is get that fucking... I want to go there. Oh. Oh my god, I did it. I got here.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very
One
soon,
more
you'll
left,
collect the
which is
last
green
one.
door, which I haven't
And then the
completed.
first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
I don't care. What I want to do now is I want to do one thing and go this way. Apparently, there's a secret room. I've never seen this secret room before because in the original there was no secret room. Did I just... So this place is... Oh, okay. Okay. Get away from the narrator. Perfect. What's all this? Cassettes. Narrator dialogue, These are all narrator dialogues. Lost cat, there is a reward. Jean. Someone lost a cat named Jean. So what's here? What's this? What's this?
Okay,
Evidence.
this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
Nothing is
The
really
longer
bastard. You're
I
in the Matrix.
study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
What?
It doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense?
There's no explanation for it.
For what?
I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
Oh.
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can...
You know what you do with it? You go and pick up
I can
water and
monetize
drink
it.
from the bucket.
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of
take it to
money
the field,
people
get a
will
cow,
pay for
squeeze the
even
milk
just an
out.
hour
Yeah, you've got
with
free
the
milk.
bucket.
Free real estate.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
My microphone's shit. I need to fix this bullshit. I used to have a good mic and I fucked it up. What the hell's this? Where did I get a message from? So I'm back here, and now the input is finally here, left here. Good. The final
Wait,
input is
Stanley
loaded
thought to
forever.
himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
There's more to it now. Should I pick up the bucket again? Pick up the bucket.
Where
one
are
more
we
time.
going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
This again. Okay, so we know it that turn.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Fuel. How original. Coffee mug. Coffee nut. Well, I said
No,
mug.
never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Fuck it.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
No, not the opposite door. Let's go here. See what happens. Wait, 431. 413. 413. Ah, okay. So there's one left. Looks like 427. 5. That will just be for you. Gotta collect them all. Really, a Pokemon reference? 666 lol.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Now, let's do this.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
What was the
stunned
code
to
again?
discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Got it right.
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Shut
Was
up.
the bucket guiding him?
Swear to God, this guy repeats
Yes,
himself over
this
and
is
over
certainly
again.
the
I
most
am just gonna keep
logical
walking,
explanation.
Forget about what he says because he's just repeating himself at the moment. I'm gonna do a different way this time. I'm gonna try different things. The next round, I'm gonna not take my Bucky. Mr. Bucky will stay in this place. I can find the red and blue door. I need to find that.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I don't care. I literally do not care what's happening. I want to get the fuck out of here right now and get to the next.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Okay, I know what cubicle that is. Look up there. 431. There you are. I found you. Okay, I see. Oh boy, fucking through. 428, another door. What's that up there? I don't know what that one is, but I need to find out each room. There's so many rooms to look through. That's that door room. Each one is an actual narrative. That's the funny thing about it. There's at least 596 places and possibilities. Wait.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
I need to fly to see these monitors. Break the game and find out what's happening.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
This narrative, like, come on. All you love.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Flamingos. Flamingo. Why would you take me away from that beautiful place? You horrible, horrible narrator. Fucking scumbag. What the hell?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Huh? But I'm 427. I'm not 434. Apparently Stanley has a wife. I didn't know about the wife. You stay today, son of a bitch. I want to do is I want to just mess around now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
No, I want.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Get that red and green room and get the last.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
This is from the first
I'm not
game.
your enemy,
This guy
really, I'm not.
himself
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something
so no
beautiful.
bucket. Here it
Look,
is.
let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your... And there it is.
Yes!
The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Gotcha.
Savor this moment,
Knew I
Stanley.
did it.
This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So,
Oh, fuck off.
instead
Give
I'll
me
just
my
say,
award. Give me
it's
my award.
done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
I hate this game.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. We've done the blue door already. We know what
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Um.
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and
Wait,
running,
wait,
just the
wait,
way
wait.
you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here,
Can you please
let
get
me
out
show
of
you.
here? I'm going to circuit. No. No, wait, what? Is it all the same? Is this looping, or is this making me look like it's looping? It looks like it's just a huge box, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Where did you take me now?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What is this?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Of course you feel happy. What the fuck? Why am I in space? This is some next trippy shit right now. I like it, but ooh, wait a second, there's more? Oh, there's more to it. Okay, I didn't realize. No, I'm gonna stand right in the middle and see what happens next. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, pretty. Is there anything else gonna happen, or is just it? Halo. Let me see your halo. Anything else? Or is this the pinnacle of what's beautiful. Oh wait, there's more. Green lights. Green lights. I swear to God, I'm like a fucking 5-year-old. I see something and I'm stuck glued to it because it's just interesting to me. Fuck it, I'm gonna be a child right now and just watch. Watch and wonder and see what happens next. If it's the same thing that happens, then I'm leaving. It's just colors changing, that's it. But if something different happens, then I would love that. Gather up all that dust. I'm about to go through this door. Show me something different. Okay, that's different. This could be relaxing, actually. Just lose yourself here. Just close your eyes and just listen to that beautiful music. Actually, I'm actually falling asleep listening to this. Fuck this. But I like it. Different, something different. I like this. It keeps changing. Anything else you got to show me before I leave this room, or is this it? Look at the pretty lights. Look at those pretty lights. All red, green, all mixtures. Yellow. Kind of a bit of pink. The red. Oh, now it's pink. It's changing color. Okay, it's changing form. Anything else that I need to know about? Oh, come on, show me something different. So we've seen it change from blue to green to... Oh my god, my chat! It's changed color as well. The fuck's... Wait a second, that is weird, that's tripping me out. By looking at this for so long, my colors look different. Everything... Oh my god, my eyes. I need to... Oh my god, to be careful. I'm literally tripping balls right now. I was looking at it for so long that when I looked to my left, the colors look different. That's white, or is that blue? Oh my god, I can't see blue now. Okay, I see blue again. Oh my god. I can't look up anymore. Thanks. Thank you for that. Making me lose
No,
track.
wait. Where are you going?
Nope. Content warning. You know what? Let's get rid of the content warning. Off. I don't want content warning. I don't need a content.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Okay. So this part of the game is basically suicide. For all the viewers that don't like it, we're not jumping. I am not committing suicide. We're going back. Maybe there's another way out.
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Really? So you've got me trapped in an endless loop unless I kill myself. That's your basic narrative right now. Your narrative is basically saying to kill myself. Fine.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Fine. What the fuck does he want from me? Tell me what you want from me, bitch! Stop telling me to... Oh, fuck this. This guy can go to hell. Suck it. I am killing myself. I don't give a damn. What's that? It's a painting. Okay, that's the first thing that's different in the entire game.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
What's not getting through to me is the fact that I want you to... Bye-bye!
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Bye, bitch! Yes!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
Oh my God.
Can you do that for me?
Fine. I'm actually walking slow.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Let's see if something changes. What the fuck? No! Did I break the game? I broke the game! I broke the game. Oh my god.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I broke the game! What?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Wait a second.
Where are you going?
Did I break the... I broke the game.
Oh, no.
I found the bug.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley. No! Oh.
Okay, let's just try this
God.
again. For some
You
reason,
lived.
the game
You had me
broke.
worried there for a moment.
As soon as I go here, the
Now,
stairs...
can we please get back to the other room? There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving. Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
You know what's weird? The fact that I killed myself twice, and then the second...
No.
You know what, let's try it again.
No, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What
Nope.
can I say to convince you?
Nope. Death is the only way forward. That's all I can think of right now. Death is my friend. You are not. Let's go, Death!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I'll go to the other room, but the game's gonna break. Let's try it again and see what happens. I bet you
Yes.
anything it breaks.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Nope. Okay, the game's not broken anymore. I broke the game. First time in a long time. I broke the game. Oh, fuck yes. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. You know what? The only thing that's missing is a pool
My
of
God,
sharks or piranhas.
is this really how much you dislike my
It'd be a nice
game?
little pool, the
That you'll throw
smallest
yourself
pool,
from
a
this
kid's
platform
pool
over and over
with
to
a
be
few
rid of
piranhas
it?
in it.
You are
So
literally
when I
willing to
fall
kill
into it,
yourself to
I
keep
crush
me
them
from
at
being
least.
happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Are you reading it? Let's do dive. 1, 2, 3, dive.
Or maybe you're just
Again,
getting a kick out of it.
again.
I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Yeah, I hate
It
you.
looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Yep.
Well, this one is yours.
Thank you for my choice. Why won't you let me die? Ah!
Is it over? It's going
I
to
died.
restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I died finally. The game killed me. Now, is there anything else that's new? I swear to God, this game keeps coming up with new ideas, but I never know what to... Something's different. Wait a second. What the? Do you realize there's something different as soon as I walk? Look, it looks normal.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Good.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more
Memory
time.
zone. Let's go back to the memory zone. I thought there was something on the side. Anyways, back to the nice, beautiful place. This is the one place I like the most. They actually added the best place. Wait. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Okay. So they added a new section. Let's see what they've added to this. Memory zone. I love this part of the map. They've really outdone. What's this? Nope, nothing there. Figurine. It's gone. But that's the collector's edition. Where the fuck did the collector's go? Okay, so it's not upstairs. You have to go down. Okay.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
Why is there so many?
We were so innocent.
What is this?
We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
This is creepy. This thing is like from a horror game or something. I swear to God. 7. So apparently I can collect 7. Wait, where'd it go? The creepy, that thing is just creepy.
And here was a second Stanlerine. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Can't go up now. What? Oh, okay, so you locked it away and then you disappeared it again.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
That was my third, but
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
No, it's not. I never forget anything. Telling me I forget stuff.
Let's see. What came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we
Oh,
didn't.
well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No, it didn't. We never found it in a... No. This is from a different game. I swear to God, it's from a different game. Is there anything else around here? This makes no sense now. They've literally...
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Video? What? Wait. Why does this look like something presented on a Windows? Video of me collecting. Oh my gosh, look at all those presentations here back in the They're trying to show us, oh my god. Remember kids, or back in the 2000s.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was
Really?
8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Can I fall? No, I can't fall. It's literally... Oh, what's this? Next one. Wait, so... You take me out of the... Does it still stay there? It still stays there. But does that mean if I go back, I can go back? I wonder. Can we go back? Does it actually show back? No, they've blocked it off. I see. I would have loved to see what on down there and go down there, but it's all blocked off. Jumping to my demise. Nope, not this way. Thought I could just skip that way, but what? Ooh, yes, the next one.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Really?
Who can truly say how the mind works?
But which
All
doors
I
did I
know is
pick?
that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
What are you doing to me? You are in the present... No. I knew it's the Matrix! We're in the fucking Matrix!
And then there was no more. because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
No. 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 I don't know what's gonna happen next because
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Really? So now we have to reverse everything. This guy didn't know what to write. So
okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
13.
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
So
Let's keep going. I want more.
Again, I would only get 6 figurines. Now I'm going to collect
and
them all
here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Don't. No! No!
Yes, I love that video.
Sake. This guy doesn't. This guy's annoying now. I swear to God. This one makes no sense.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Because you made it up, you son of a bitch. You make up everything.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Next one. Let's see what happens now.
This was our second Figley, don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
First ever one, the creepiest.
This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurine. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Seriously, look at that look at that. You thought it would be something from hell. This looks like hell. I swear to God, that looks like hell. Did you just... That's new. So you removed me from there to go... Oh, I can't go back now. Fuck. They literally put invisible walls everywhere. And you blurred it out. You blurred it out! Okay, I see how it is.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Why won't you let me do something different? Jump at least, for fuck's... This guy doesn't let me jump. Where's the big hole? I want that big hole. Bloody big hole. Why is everything gone green?
Oh, yes, the 2 doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
This is a classic memory. Why is it both go the same way, then?
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yes.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Yes.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
He's gonna take me somewhere.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
Wow.
And Stanley really did make for a wonderful
Imagine
companion,
a man.
even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play
let me
with.
see if I can
You know
type
what?
something.
Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much.
Oh
Okay,
my God.
here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
This is a story of a man named Stanley. I swear this is the final piece of the puzzle now. Finally.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Wait, you've deliberately done something, didn't you? He did something. This is not the same office. It's not the same office. No, he's done something. He's done something. He's done something. I'll tell you right now, he's done something. Fuck the bucket. Mr. Bucket stays today. He's done something.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I went for the left, right? But there's something different. Yep.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
the
of
funds,
disbelief,
95
Stanley
people
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The game keeps changing. Every time I restart it, it's like freaking PT, Silent Hill PT.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What happens if I walk in there without the bucket? Did I do that already? Did I go in there with a bucket or without the bucket? I don't even remember. I can't remember. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Are these songs? I just don't know what the songs are. Panda, you were in there with bucket. I know for a fact. Can we go in there without the bucket? Will there be something different? Nope.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Fuck off.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I hate him. I really do. I really hate this guy so much. He's torturing me. Why do you forsaken me, God? Why?
Feeling
Why?
soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I hate him. I swear to God, I wish I could just kill him off. Can you kill the narrator? I swear, can you kill the narrator? Can someone else narrate for him, please? I don't like his narration anymore. He's trying to kill me every step of the way, or not letting me do what I want to do. It's like
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
telling me
Facility.
what to do. Last time I went there with the bucket. Fuck off. Let's do that now.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Because I know there was the thing about the bucket and stuff. I wonder what happened
The
if I
door
don't take
behind
the
him was
bucket.
not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Good. I'm gonna jump in there. I don't care. I see red, I see drop, and I drop. Give me a different ending. I wish I could jump. I wish I could.
As the
jump.
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story,
I know the walkway.
trapped forever
I
in
know
his
I can
narrow
drop in that
vision
walkway.
of what this
Drop
world
me,
is.
bitch.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss,
Drop me.
like plucking the eyeballs from
Can I?
a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Bye-bye. Yes.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Bitch. I'm out of here.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Getting out of here?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
This is different.
death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Shit.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit
Wait,
start?
wait. These are the rooms. Stanley's room goes through. He has to follow the narrative path. Go through here. That door. Then there's a double door, which is the two doors. Which sets it up. What's here? What's here? Corridor. Okay, the pacing, office layout. So they laid it out, and then you go through, and there's the two doors. Then you can pick which door to go through. These are the things. That's the office. Door 1, 2, and 3 with the numbers. Nothing in the back. Buttons. That's some Portal. Anyways, there's the filing cabinets, the office desks. Switch them off. Oh, what's this? Employee database, credits. Okay, thank you for the credits. That's it for the credits. What's next? Door 431. There's 431. I found door 431. Fuck yes. Screw you. I'm going to 431. Warzone. Tron. There's a Tron room. Wait. We designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens? Why didn't you go with the ending? That looks sick! After starting to build it, that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intent. How are you making fun of shooters? That would have been fun, you bastards! What's this? Dear narrator, I appreciate the previous Stanley game as a work of art and standalone type. Will the Stanley Parable have infinite quests? How many endings? Stanley Parable is really going to let me go shopping. I hope it will have a fine selection of dessert foods. Okay. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? Between a duck and what? How is the game going? I hope it's going good or better than the first one. From a cool man. From James Irvin. From Hoto Tomo, are you a rock? Question. Question. Are you a rock? Question. Your narrator emails. Can you tell me what the significance of the number 1112800 is? I don't know. What is the significance? Well, the thing is, I want you to know is what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? See? Ask the narrator this. When we would do this. Were you born with a magnificent voice, or did you bargain with a magician to receive it? And finally, the most important question of all is, what is Stanley's last name? I don't know. Congratulations. Congratulations. I have the previous announcement file. Be first, apply for your claim, and after 24 hours didn't hear from the... Blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't tell you if I like Stanley Parable as much as I like the humorous small badger in swim trunks. Indeed, I like this. Okay, this just goes on with so many fucking emails. People write a lot to this guy. Damn. Rubber ducky. What is this? What is that? Oh, it's apartment timer. Cargo lift. Cargo lift. These are different layouts. Okay, this game is becoming a this part of the game is becoming a maze now. What is this? Option 1. There are the options. I found it. I found the meeting room. Oh, no. These are the options. Option 1. One doorway to maintain to the lounge. Okay, so the first choice is obey. Staircase. Done. Disobey. Lounge. Then disobey again. Maintenance. The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. To continue. There one option. Doorway. One doorway to the maintenance lounge. The original backtrack. Option. To confusion ending. Is it confusion ending? Obey or disobey? Wait, the lounge is a vent. I think there's a vent. I'm going to guess there's a vent. I don't know. I have never seen this part of the game. In the original, some of these things were in it, so I don't fucking know. What? As ending went through many irritations, this room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Shit, I need to get ready to go soon. Zending. Oh, fuck. I might have to do this in another part. This is not going to take forever. Trailers. We ran to major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Okay. What else is there? What is this? The game is now paused. Escape room. Escape menu. Ooh, escape menu. What's that? Wait. For a long time we had the ending. We had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape from Fortune Free. Ooh. What the fuck was that? Monitor room. I don't know where I'm going right now. What's this? Game design mock-up. This was a mock-up. I like it. Why is this reminding me of Portal? Like literally, Portal 2 is like this. Like broken parts. That's on and off. That's switches. The freedom ending. That one I remember. I've done that one already. Boss's office. Different area. Okay, so they went from different office clock. What's in here? Literally, this just keeps going on and on and on. There's nothing ending. There's a lot underground.
At the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Nothing there? Shoot. Well, try the other one then.
Okay, so narrator had some outtakes as well. This has a lot of interesting development into the game, but for some reason... Oh, I'm back at the start. Okay. So, did I skip through anything, or did I go through all of it? Because I meant to go 431, and for some reason I don't see it. Letters, went through there. No, I didn't go up here, did I? No, I didn't. No, I didn't go through here. Stanley's office. Okay, so they went for different variations. They stuck with this ending one. That one was interesting because it was closed. What is this? Game design mock-up. Oh, we've already seen it. Okay, so back here. So, after all this, anything else that I'm missing? Anything? No? 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 No. Wait. Let's do one more double check. I like to make sure that I've seen everything. Yes. Yes. And the final room would be in here, which I think we just came through. Yes. Okay, so to the exit. Finally. Let's see what happens when we switch the exit button off. There's two endings, but there's only one ending, because I know that area so well.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Turn it off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Fuck it.
Don't let...
I was going to restart it, but I don't know if it's going to do something different, and I feel like it's going to be the same. And now it's going to load me back in the room. Is this the... How many irritations...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Back at the beginning. Back at the start. I know there's more to it.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
There's no vent. There's different areas. Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, we know what that does. Oh, fuck, I don't even know what to do now. Okay, we've done the stairs, we've gone down the bucket list room. Fuck it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So we could drop there and go inside the vent, but I don't know what that does.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your word... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Yep. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Good. I want to know is what the fuck is going on now? I need to find out.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
That's new. do. So something different will happen the next round. So I don't want the bucket right now. I want, because I know that one time I literally walked through one of these doors, through these doors here, through these doors, and for some reason I can't figure out how to get back there. There used to be a secret room I used to go through, and I can't remember.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, I know. I'm not listening to you. I'm trying to figure out something else, son of a bitch. You're telling me where to go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm actually very tired of hearing this. I just want to know if there's another ending, because I know there is.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, 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 dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill Supreme.
Thank God he didn't go through the whole bullshit. Just let me go through straight away. He knows that I'm trying to end the game quickly and find out what's going on. I want to know, because the game keeps changing. Every single iteration there's something. The game is never the same twice.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So now we have to go through this way, go to the same area to get to the next part, and then turn on the machine and see what happens.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where is 431? 431's there again. Okay, I forget what the fuck 431 is, but where is that room? It tells me. I know I need to go to 431. I need to search online because I know that there's a way to get to 431. I've done it before. Like literally.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the control. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
No, it's incorrect.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless, to see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Yes, I understand.
No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Nothing's
Make
working.
it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
And he fucked me over. Great. Well, I guess that's it. I will play another one later. You know, I'll do this part 3 tomorrow. I cannot for the life of me figure out the fuck to do now. I need to research the other possible ways because I know there's a way out of this. I've done every possible way, but there's one way that's different, completely different from everything we've seen so far. But I can't remember how to do it. And I need to figure this out. Anyways, thank you. I will be again tomorrow streaming. Oh, fuck. I'm so tired. Now, it's my time for working out in the gym. Oh my god, I am actually fucking tired today. Oh, I don't even want to go gym. I usually go later on, and I'm going early, and my stomach is killing me because I did so many sit-ups. I'm hard. My entire stomach has gone hard. I feel like I just got a little cramp, and my stomach's gone hard. Anyways, thanks for that. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do the third one tomorrow. I'll have more time. I'll have until like 4, so I'll start at 12. I'll have a 4-hour long shift for this, so we can figure this out together. I want to find out the other secrets in this game. There's a lot of secrets. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.